So this is editing Barbara. Okay, I see why I was hesitating or procrastinating on putting this video out because it really is my thoughts. It really is a full circle moment. I even put a part in here that, it hit me kind of hard to hear. It hit me kind of hard to hear. I'll let you figure out what that was. But yeah, I'm putting it out like literally I'm about to today is it's right now it's 12:17, 10:10 a.m. I'm about to export this because I feel like this is an important starting point. This is an important background on it, and I feel like I'm hopeful that people can I'm not just only sharing my story, but it gives people insights on their story. We're not going to have the same story, but we are reflections of each other. So hearing somebody else's story may give you insights or may give you some aha moments about your own story. Oh, enjoy. I thought I was about to get into this book. Um, oh, I know exactly what I did. So I was talking about this book, I was talking about how I'm still working in this book. I've done this before. I've done this weight loss situation before. Some of you may know, most of you may know if you've been here, but if you haven't been here, yeah. So this is, hold on, that's me, and that's me, and this is also me, right? So I've been a lot of things, but so I did this before, right? But the things that I'm focusing in on this time to make sure that it sticks is the emotional part of it and the loving on myself part of it. So, sit down. And yes, I'm gonna go back to this because it's good for me to repeat it for myself. Because really, all I'm doing here is sharing stuff that might help you, but it's really it's things and thoughts of me, and then you can, if you draw some conclusions about yourself, or it makes you think about yourself. Because not that it's gonna be exactly what I'm thinking, but you may bring up some things for you. So I was saying that last time when I did this, I was so afraid of this girl, of being her, right? I was so afraid of being her that when I got to be her, my mindset was, I don't want to get back there. So it was a fear-based mind. And if you think about something, if whatever your thoughts are becomes a reality. And I gained all that way back plus more. So I was her plus some more. Okay? And I've since lost like whatever 30 pounds or so. But so taking the opportunity to love myself where I am now, so I don't have a fear of being this size, or when I'm 10 pounds smaller, I don't have a fear of that size, and so on and so forth, because I have loved myself and celebrated myself. So I'm loving on it, and I'm not running from who I am today. I'm moving towards a healthier lifestyle and healthier body, but I'm not running from my image because I don't want to be fear-based. This time it won't be fear-based because I'm not running from anything. And I never got to the emotional part of it when I did it the first time. I wasn't like digging deep like I'm digging, and things came that I wasn't prepared. I wasn't emotionally prepared to deal with. I wasn't prepared to deal with losing a parent. I wasn't prepared to deal with selling a home. I wasn't prepared to move 8 hours away from my family, and from my hometown. I wasn't prepared for that. So I gained weight because I didn't have the tools to deal with life on life terms. Yes, I can diet when all I gotta do is the things I always do, which is go to work, drive these same streets that I always drove, go see my grandmas, you know, just my regular life that I've always had. It was simple to keep up, you know, my regimen, but I was knocked off my rocker. I just named all the stuff. Stuff happened and I wasn't emotionally prepared. So I'm working on my mental so that, again, this time sticks. The food, the workouts, I know that's what we put at the forefront. Everybody does. It means nothing. And again, I was here and then I went here, but you can come back. And I see it every day. Every day. If you look on YouTube right now, every 5 years, there's a person that is big in the weight loss space that is regaining the weight. Every 5 years, really probably every year. But like, I've seen it happen so many times. I've seen people compete in bodybuilding competitions and then blow up. It can happen to you. So it's more than just, and I've seen them talk a big talk, because I talk the big talk. But I watched this girl, she was in a when she was doing her bodybuilding thing, and she's just like, just don't eat crap, just don't blah blah blah, just don't do this. It's simple, blah blah. She was just like mean, right? That mean girl that a lot of fitness people try to lead with. Now she big. That is how, because it can be you too. Life can hit you too. But everybody think they got it when they up. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm gonna do my work. And I'm gonna do my work so that I can be able to make these things stick. And that it's not a waste of my time. And no, I'm really not trying to get back there. If I do, I do. But I don't even work out to that level to get back there. Alright. Last time I recorded myself and I was putting this on, I was rubbing my face so hard. I was like, dang, you rough. I don't know how to not be rough though. And it's taking a full week to put it on when I'm trying to be. I'm sure when I see it on camera, I'm still gonna feel like, dang, you was doing too much. But whatever. This is what I use. This is the only moisturizer that I found that doesn't break me out. Hello. And it's it has 30 SPF. So that's the only one that works for me. I remember what I came here to say. So did y'all see that 204? Yeah, 204. So I think first you saw 211, then you saw 207, now you see 204. So what is that, 7 pounds? And I think we're on, this is the second week, so I'm not gonna, again, I'm gonna stay the course because I really tripped out. What if I would have tripped out and did extra because I saw the scale went up a few days? What if I would have did that? It would have been a waste of time. Stress, causing stress hormones for nothing. Like, it was a waste of time. So yeah, I am staying the course, and the watch hours is up. So it's like all of that stressing and thinking about that stuff, all for it to work itself out. Just do the work. I just do my part and I just leave the rest, period. Look how young I look.
Secret, how were they, able to, what looked like to me, eat what they wanted and get away with it, have their cake and eat it too. That's been my obsession. That's, if you're anything like me, that's your obsession too. I want to be able to eat what I want, and that's what I thought I saw around me, not knowing that, hey, maybe these people eat what they want, but unlike me, they have a stopping point.
Through some of them, I looked at 3 of them, and I decided that those are definitely not 3 that I want to release on their own, but I am gonna put like clips of it in here as I go through it. So one of them was called it was worded very you know, but it was like, what made me want to lose weight, which is what a lot of people, when I lost weight the first time, people kept saying, well, what made you want to lose weight? I don't even know why that was a question, but thinking back, like, what were they trying to like figure out about themselves or something? Because there were people who wanted to lose weight and maybe they didn't feel like they had a why. I don't know. But so I was talking about my reasons, and I was saying that there wasn't some overwhelming reason. And funny enough, I don't think I knew myself well enough or long enough to be like, this is the concrete reason, or maybe I wasn't willing to share that information. And you know, more I learn and grow, the more is revealed. But what was interesting about those things, I felt like I was talking to, like, my younger self was talking to me. It may be harder for you than other people. It may be, you may have different circumstances, but the choices are do it or don't. Do it or remain the same. Do it or don't. And so that's still the choice, and that I find myself with today. And while I have these things of like, I don't want to do it this way, or I don't want to be this kind of person, the answer is still do it or don't, and be consistent, move towards your goal or don't. Make time for the things that are important to you. If this is a priority to you, make time for it. If not, then not, you know. And I'm having to like relearn that and listen to the wisdom therein. Now there was she's a bit rough, right? Like she's like, when I'm looking at myself, my younger self, of course I have a bit of arrogance of myself, because I've lost almost 100 pounds at that point. And so I have an arrogance about myself of, if I can do it, you can do it. Get up, you know, you sitting on the couch anyway, you know, that kind of thing. I'm just for what was coming. And eventually I was just able to get in front of it enough. And that's just what I want to do for other people, just to get consistent enough to see change. That's all it takes, because this is going to be a constant thing. It's not going to be, for me, I'm sorry to report that there was no big bang, no one event. If you're waiting for that one event, that big bang to happen, it probably won't happen. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it day after day. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to work toward it. You are the hero that you're waiting for. We got to do it. We got this, right? You got it, right? It's like arrogant about the situation. So I'm looking at her and looking at, you know, knowing how her life turns out. So, you know, just knowing that is interesting. I've never been the kind of I'm on a journey still. I'm on this journey with you. That's a part of what my philosophy in training people is. We're on this journey together. I'm somebody who knows this struggle, who will always be a part of this struggle. Becoming this person, the person, I'm getting better and better. 10 years from now, I'll be even better at this, and people will be like, I mean, what made you want to go from where you were in 2014 to this, powerhouse with the six-pack and, take it up a notch? What made you do that? And I'll probably have the same answer. I won't know. There won't be one exact thing that happened. I went from a little girl. So, yeah, it was a good little look back. I don't really know how to explain it or how to share it. I mean, I looked good, so that also reminds me of what I looked like, and that I was content. It's not like I'm a person who's like trying to get to 120 or ever had goals of that, or 120 or 130 or none of that. Like, I was content in that body. I was more, the videos that I was doing was more about me coaching people, and I had just got my personal training certification and kind of learned that I didn't like one-on-one training people for whatever reason. Well, for the reason that it's disheartening, because people like me, or I mean, people are not consistent, and I just would rather be in a group setting to where, you know, somebody gonna show up, somebody gonna be there. So I got into group fitness, but just seeing how much output I had per day, like one of them I was talking about, I got a class today. I had two classes that day. Client coming that I work out with. Then I got 2 classes tonight, Zumba and Insanity, back to back tonight. So it'll be a fun day. I got, you know, I'm a registered nurse, but I went and got certified as a personal trainer, and then I figured out that I didn't want to train people one-on-one. Like, not really. I don't really like training people one-on-one. I like the energy and atmosphere of the group. That's just me. But it does help knowing all the science and stuff, and I'm just not using, you know, the growth science. And I had I was on the treadmill while I was talking, and I was about to work out with a client that was coming to my house. Like, it was a hectic time. But and I'm like, it's some of that, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna share those parts with you that I thought might be helpful, and let me know what you think. And I look so young, like a baby. So long story short, watching those videos, it kind of helped me to channel that part of me that I could use right now. As far as the consistency, the drive, the focus. But I have to combine it with the wisdom that I have now of not making it my whole life, and the self-love and self-acceptance that was missing. And so while I was saying I was celebrating the body that I was in, I don't know if I had the same appreciation for my old, for the body that I came out of, until I found myself back in that body and had to like look at those pictures, and you know, so I didn't have the same appreciation for my body at all stages. So it's one thing to celebrate your child or love your child and brag on your child when they're doing well, or they're doing good things, or things that you're proud of, but do you know how to love and accept them when they're not at their best? So same for my body. I ain't gonna say I wasn't outwardly, I think my body should be celebrated the same way, both ways, by me, not necessarily by anybody else, but by me. I should have been, you know, treating my body, if a new outfit was warranted when I thought I was hot stuff, then a new outfit is warranted in whatever body I'm in. If I thought that a dance class or taking pictures and stuff like that, if it was warranted when I was in the body that I was in and proud of, then it's warranted. I still need to show that same love and admiration for this body. Dang, they done went the wrong way. And I don't think I was doing that effectively. You gotta go. I don't know if any of that made sense, but it made sense to me. And sometimes I'm talking and it may or may not make the video. It may just be a situation for me of going deeper into this new thing. Because also, I think tomorrow, which is Saturday, so I don't know, but I'm gonna look at videos that are up, which are the ones that I was looking back at my old videos, but they're from like a couple of years ago instead of a decade ago. and see what my thoughts were there, because at that time I was more at an adversarial type of thing with the younger me, where I was like, "Ugh, she's so bossy, she's so silly, she's dumb," basically, like just more seeing the juvenile in it, and maybe a little bit jealous. That may be it too. A little bit jealous because she was in the body, I was in the body that I wanted to be in, and now I'm not. So everything she did is wrong, and these are the reasons why. You know, me trying to find or cope with the fact that I wasn't where I wanted to be. So I was like trying to beat up on her and say all the reasons why she dumb. So now, as I have like made peace with the fact that I got myself into the situation I'm in now, and being okay, like it happened again. As my younger self said, all I can do now is either we in or we out. Like we either we're gonna do something about it or we not. Like those are the choices. Yes, I'm almost about to be 40 and it's harder. It's not as easy, but either we're gonna do this or we not. Yes, I know more and have more self-love, and I'm not willing to do insanity, a cycle class, a lifting session, and a treadmill session in one day. I'm not willing to do that no more. But what are you willing to do? What can you bring with what you have now, with the knowledge that you have now? What are you willing to do? What is reasonable? What does self-care look like in this area today? But so I had a little drink there. The drink was probably like 200 calories. So I'm gonna put that in my Fitness Pal, and then I'll also, if we order pizza tonight, I'll eat that. If not, I'll eat something else, but it's gonna be around, whatever I eat is gonna be around 700 calories. So whether that's 2 pieces of pizza or whether that's something else, it's gonna be around those 700 calories that I've already put in. And I'm going to move on with what I'm doing, because staying the course is working for me, and I am just moving forward. I'm like, so I am locked in a way that's not like so serious that I kind of stress myself out, but I am locked in, like a manageable locked in. My husband was asking me the other day about running and running strong, right? So in the same way that he was like coaching me on lifting, he's kind of asking me questions about running, right? So he was talking about what does it look like, what do they mean run strong? So running strong is not the same as like running your fastest. It's running controlled, running like you're in control of the run. You're in control of your body movements. You know, it's strengthening your movements. You're not just throwing yourself, propelling yourself forward, and you really not able to control it. I hope that makes sense. So in that same way, I am staying the course strong, not necessarily fast or rigid, just strong. And that means that I have control. I have a grip on it to where it's not loose, but it's not so tight that I smother it. You know, I smother this process and it's stressful. All right. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.